In our world, we're obsessed with technology and how it's advancing, but we're forgetting the most basic part of life, which is our accent. In this documentary, we will look into the way people talk in different areas, and I shall be reading the voiceover script with a nice cup of tea and a scone in my hand.
Hello and welcome to our documentary on regional accents. In this documentary we're going to be looking at Scousers, Liverpudlians, West Country, Scotsmans, the whole bloody lot really, and everyone who can't talk proper, unlike me. So shall we look at these accents?
So where shall we start? Broadcasting. In the 1930s, the BBC was the only broadcaster. All presenters had to speak in clear Queen's English.
BBC Television, this is the switchboard of Picture Page.
We want nothing, nothing amused.
Pronouncing words like issue as issue, partly because the sound quality was not as good as it is today. One of the first northern people on BBC Television was the Blue Peter presenter John Noakes, who's from Yorkshire. Check out the plummy voices of these presenters compared to Johnny Noakes.
John and I took our cars down to put them on the latest way of taking a car by train.
See you on Thursday then.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What do you call a chav in a suit? The accused. Now on to the subject of chavs. Chavs are like flies. Wherever you find a fly, you find shit. You commonly see them in London because they live in council houses. We're now going to be talking to Scotty the Chav.
Today we're going to be talking to a common chav. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell me, Scott, why would you want to live in Milton Keynes? I mean,
Because I moved down here because my parents lived
you
here.
do you mean you moved down here, not down here? What do you think of the economy?
What do you mean the economy?
I mean, it's like bare money and shit.
Alright, money. Alright.
They're
Like,
people.
how's the money and shit in it?
Yeah, like that, innit?
Yeah. Right.
Is it like well sick?
It's alright.
It's just like, that's life, innit? Life is like a box of chocolates. It's just full of shit.
Why are you quoted from Forrest Gump?
I've never watched Forrest Gump.
This is getting completely off target.
Yeah, it's...
What do you think of certain words? So, wagwan, for instance. What does that mean?
Not too sure.
So tell me what a bear means.
Bear.
No, bear, not a bear. The word bear.
The word bear, like, in the contents, like, oh, it's bear cold or bear people or whatever.
Or you could say it's very cold. You don't say bear for everything.
Like, if someone says it's bear cold, it's like more like it's very cold outside, or like...
Yeah, but what if it's not cold outside?
And then you wouldn't say, and then you say it's bear hot or bear warm out here.
Yeah, but so Scott, did you steal anything you're wearing?
Nope.
What's up, guys? Is what I might be saying if I was talking to a vile youth or chav, but thankfully I'm not. Slang has become part of our regional accents over the years, and we've become used to it. Slang can range from apples and pears, which is Cockney rhyming slang, or it's bare wet in it, from the urban youth of today. None of that talk I can understand.
Liverpudlians, famous for being a rowdy bunch of people who like to go around stealing things. We're now going to be talking to a Scouser.
So Liverpool, very famous for... I'm not actually sure what it's famous for.
The Beatles,
Oh yes.
football,
Well,
comedy, being very friendly.
friendly.
Shall I go on?
Every single Scouser, if there was impersonating the Beatles, because they all sound the same.
No, they don't all sound the same. Do I sound like a typical Scouser?
No,
So you were shocked when you found out I was from Liverpool, weren't you?
I was. I ran out the room and hid all my metallic things.
I did used to be great. I went to university in Manchester,
Oh,
obviously a bit of a rivalry, and every morning when I walked into college I was greeted with, hide your valuables, here comes the Scouser. Any more insults you want to throw?
oh yeah, there's
Fine.
loads, yeah.
You're right, mate, got a light, is what I would say if I was talking to a Scouser or someone from Liverpool if I needed a cigarette. Unfortunately, I quit many years ago. The Scouse accent originates from the Irish accent, which is funny because they're not averse to a drink and the occasional fight.
What do you mean, yeah? This is a cup of tea we're talking about here. I know it's a big cup of tea, don't I? I obviously told you, yeah.
Factors. They have no confidence on money.
But you mentioned old Margaret Thatcher up there in a positive way. You'll need a pair of running shoes and some blocks, because you'll have to sprint like Speedy Gonzales.
Love, love, we do.
Liverpool is famous for its entertainers, and one of the biggest entertainers are the Beatles. My favourite song is Lovely Rita.
Love me do.
Scottish people love to eat haggis and shortbread. We have now conducted an interview with a Scottish person. Here we go.
Robbie, where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Edinburgh
Yeah.
in Scotland and lived in a small village called Bo'ness, where my parents still live.
Have you lived in Scotland for long?
Well, I lived for 20 years, from birth to 20, and then left and went to university in England. So I guess now my accent has changed slightly since the days when I was living up there.
I hear that Edinburgh has a very different accent to Glasgow.
It is. Edinburgh is the posh part of Scotland. It has a softer type of accent, where in Glasgow you've got a more of a nasal accent. It's a bit harsher. Whether I'll be able to execute the Glaswegian accent, I'm not sure of it. But if I was to say I'm from Glasgow, that's slightly different from I'm from Edinburgh.
How the devil do you think your currency would work? Would it be called the Scottish haggis? Would it be called the Scottish pund? Or would it be called, as I quote, the Scottish Mars bar?
Well, it would probably be the euro, but we could have it maybe a Bank of Bruce or Bank of William, something along those lines.
So thank you, Robbie, for being part of the interview today. It was. I'm so sorry. It was a part of the interview today for the Scotland.
What has 2,000 tons of haggis and more drunk men than you can fit in a van? It's Scotland. Last year, Scotland had a Scottish referendum, a bit like Braveheart Part 2. But First Minister of Scotland, Alex Salmond, seemed to be the only one who really wanted it. They just preferred to eat haggis and play the bagpipes. There are 4 types of jock, so let Al Murray explain.
As far as I can tell, there's at least four different types of jock. Scots, all displaying different levels of jockery and different kinds of... different degrees of jocklitude. Now... Oh, there's 4 I can think of. The first that springs to mind immediately is the Scotsman who sounds like a cow with a cough. Isn't there? English bastard! English fucking bastard! English, you English bastard Englishman! English bastard! Type 1. Type 2 is your little yappy terrier jock. You English bastard! You English bastard Englishman! Oh, you English bastard English! Oh, you fucking English bastard! It's all your fault, you English bastard! Then you have the Scotsman who sounds like he's having his genitals rubbed with a warm, wet chamois leather. Oh, you English bastard, aye. Oh, you English bastard, aye. Oh, it's all your fault, aye. Oh, you English. Oh, lower, you English bastard, aye. Oh, higher, oh, nearly there, you English bastard, you bastard English. Oh. And then there's the Scotsman who sounds like an opening door. Shut it, you slag!
Turned out nice again, hasn't it?
Shite!
That's nice.
Oh, what's occurring?
Shall I smack 'em, boss?
I have not come here to be made a laughingstock of.
So thank you for watching our documentary on regional accents and other people who can't talk correctly. So, yeah.
So now we come to the end of our documentary on why people talk funny. I hope you enjoyed it very much. I know I did. Regional British accents make Britain sound like the most and least educated country in the world. But it's what put the great in Britain. I hope to see you all sometime soon. Ta-ta!